Man, I am so excited. Season 1, episode 1 of that Casey Richardson show. Let's go. I'm so happy you're here rocking with me. Make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, share. It's going to be a wild ride, man. So I am the founder of Blaze Group LLC, a consulting and coaching firm where I pour into Black women who own businesses and are blazing trails in their businesses, and in their niches and in their communities, in their families, in their neighborhoods, in the world, man. And I also am the founder of a company called Freedom and Fragility. It serves to break the cycle of silent suffering. I started that journey because of a lot of pain and trauma that I experienced, and then my realization that I am human and I should not try to be the strong Black woman who does not have emotion and fragility. I learned through trial and error that there is so much freedom. There's so much freedom in walking in humanness and letting my tribe know how they can support me, right? And getting support, etc. So that's a bit about me. We'll learn a little more as we go along this journey. I'm definitely going to be tapping in with you, bringing guests on, etc. So, man, I'm excited to rock with this. And I'll tell you, this moment takes me back to October of 2018 when I flew to DC from San Francisco, California, to meet a group of Black and brown sophomores and juniors in college. And the objective was to expose them to business and finance, right? And make them feel like they should definitely come to our company and other companies that were there as interns, right? And so I sat at a table with a group of about 8 young ladies, right? And like I always do, I make them feel very, very comfortable, and they can say whatever, right? And they did. And one girl looked at me and she said, Casey, to be honest, when I hear about amazing internships, like, I don't tell my friends about it because I want to apply. And I said, man, so why wouldn't you tell them? And I already knew why, right? Because, man, I am them, right? I already knew why, but for her to feel the need to share that, right? That struck me. And I said, why? And she said, because I want to get it. And I said, and again, I understand exactly what she's saying, right? But I prodded a bit and I said, so do you think that there are enough room? Do you think there's enough room for 7 white boys? And she said, yeah. All the girls like, yeah, of course. Like, yeah, duh. I was like, okay. Do you think there's enough room for 3 white girls? And they're like, yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, I've seen that, all of them. Yeah. And I said, oh, okay. But 4 Latina girls, all of them, no. And that pained me, man. Not because they were wrong, but because in 2018, October of 2018, they had never seen it. And it pained me because I had never seen it, right? And so I rebutted back to them and I said, y'all tell all of y'all's friends about these internship opportunities, because if there's a room for 7 white boys to be in that space and 3 white girls to be in that space, there absolutely is enough room for 4 Latina girls to be in that space, right? And 5 Black women, Black girls to be in that space, right? But I knew that I had a responsibility to go back and say, man, like, we are really causing problems. We are really not getting this thing right, And I did that, right? I was on a global diversity and inclusion team, and I told this story, and, even in that space, right? Like, I'm the only one that looks like me. But that stuck with me. Because it sparked a flame that showed me that change was happening too slowly. that nobody was coming to save us in the way we needed to be saved. That nobody would guess that these are our experiences, right? And these are the things that we think about. Like, this is the weight and the gravity of the decisions that we make, right? And how we have to move through life even before we step into corporate America, right? Before we step into 9 to 5s, right? Before we have the degree in hand. So I can say that day really put a different kind of fire under me, and it showed me that it was time to take action, and to make space and protect space and be radical about it, man, and to not ask for permission for it. So I thank God for those 8 Black and brown girls that sat around that table and were bold enough to speak their truth in that day, because it changed my life.
Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine.
Let's talk about them bands. Now, we all know Stacey Abrams for being the political genius that she is, making history in Georgia, getting voter registration numbers up in numbers that we haven't ever seen, being absolutely influential in the 2020 election. But did you know that she co-founded a fintech company? Yep. Stacey Abrams, alongside Laura Hodgson, founded a fintech company called Now in 2010. And sis raised $9.5 million in June for that company. So far, word of mouth has been the way that they've marketed and gotten people the help that they need. I guess I'm being a part of that now by telling you all about it. But this story goes back to struggles that Stacey experienced herself. So her and Laura, they actually had a childcare company called Nourish, right, before 2010. And the company grew so quickly that they weren't able to find the financial solutions they needed to stay alive. They went from bank to bank and got denied and denied and denied. And if you remember, in 2008, things are kind of bad for the economy. So that didn't help things at all. So rolling to 2010, Laura and Stacey founded a fintech company to help provide solutions that they weren't able to get when they were in need as small business owners. So Now allows small businesses to take their invoices, right, for sales they've made and money they expect to make in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Now pays them up front. That's like day one, quickly pays them at 100% of whatever that invoice value is, less a 3% merchant fee. And it's Stacey and Laura's company that makes the money from the original buyers in 30 days after that date, or 60 days after that date. So it's huge, right? If you think about what that does for cash flow for businesses, right? 30 days can make or break a company, right? Especially in times like these, right? Where pandemic has just rattled the economy, where, shutdown orders start and stop, which really inhibits sales and cash flow. So Now makes that cash inflow a lot quicker for small businesses. And when I say quicker, I mean to date, they have done $700 million worth of transactions. That's $700 million worth of cash, right? Hard cash that small businesses have gotten sooner. So if you are doing these types of transactions, right? If you're doing business to business transactions as a small business owner, definitely hit up Now. I did a decade in finance, structuring loans and giving money to companies. And I can tell you that this is a great solution, especially for small businesses. The parameters and the guardrails are a lot more lenient than your traditional banks, which is what we need, right? Like, it's time for finance to be inclusive, man. It's time for banking to be inclusive. It is exclusive by design, right? If you don't have, a long history with a bank, right, then you can't access their products the way that others can. And you better be lucky enough to be in the neighborhoods they decided to build their companies in, right? You better be lucky enough to be, driving on the freeways, right, where they market their services, right? You better be lucky enough to have had education around credit and doing the right things with your money, so that you can have built up a history that they want to see, right? Stacey is doing a remarkable job to make finance inclusive. A lot of fintech companies are doing the same. So, Man, another congrats to Stacy for doing the damn thing. And businesses, please check out now if you can use their services to that point. I have partnered with Kiva.org to provide 0% interest loans to members of my Blaze Women's Network. That's 0% interest, absolutely no fees paid, no minimum credit score, similar to this model I was talking about with Stacey Abrams. We're making sure that finance is inclusive. These loans can be up to $15,000. Members of my Blaze Women's Network, I endorse you personally. I talk to you. I understand what your business model is. I make sure that you have a viable plan, that you have a good plan for making money, etc. And I personally endorse your application so that it improves your odds of getting approved. If you're interested in that, definitely go to blazefinances.com. blazefinances.com. I'm helping members of the Blaze Women's Network. If you are not a part of the Blaze Women's Network, I need you to pull up. So simply text the word BLAZE, that's BLAZE, to 474747, and I'll welcome you to the tribe with open arms. Again, that's BLAZE to 474747. There's always room for you, sis. For the record, it's time to stop policing Black women. Black Twitter, Instagram, other social media outlets, the media is talking about how Black women need to stop wearing bonnets out in public, as if that in any way encroaches on anybody's safety, livelihoods, ability to put food in their children's mouths. I think it's time to understand that nose rings, length of fingernails, what people decide to put in their hair or not put in their hair, right, has nothing to do with the fight and the causes that we really should be talking about: freedom, equity, healthcare, people caping for Black women and protecting Black women, right? Please don't let this distract you from the real matters at hand. By the way, saying for the record and talking our shit is a tradition of freedom and fragility. Again, that's my wellness lifestyle company that really works to help stop the cycle of silent suffering. So every single month we come together in an open mic spoken word, and it's amazing. Artists such as poets, singers, rappers, song artists, etc. They come and spit their artistry, but before they start, they must share something by saying "for the record," right? And talk their shit and get some stuff off of their chest, right? Because not everyone has a therapist to talk to. Not everyone is bold enough to be honest with their family members. So that is safe space once a month where they can clown, right? So I guess keeping that tradition alive, I've got some shit off my chest. So let me share a piece of art with you. I'm in love now. Man, it's been 5 years of healing, growing, reintroducing myself, right, to Casey, what she feels, what she needs, what she loves. But love has come around full circle again, and I'm gonna share this song, Lauryn Hill, Tell Him. Let me be patient, let me be kind, make me unselfish without being blind. Though I may suffer, I'll envy it not and endure what comes, 'cause he's all that I've got. And tell him I need him, tell him I love him, and it'll be all right. So I hope to see you at the next open mic with Freedom and Fragility. Definitely tap in. Follow us on Instagram. Freedom and Fragility is our name. If you want to join the tribe, there is room for you. Just text the word freedom to 474747 and we'll welcome you with open arms. Again, that's the word freedom to 474747. I want to see you in a place this month at the open mic.
Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get
Bomb energy is betting on me energy. And I want us to keep that energy. If you do not have it, I hope that you get it. And I'm going to do my best to push you along in your own journey. Last year, I walked away from a good paying corporate America job, and I pursued my dreams of having my own company, building a work from anywhere business, and helping Black women to manage their businesses like a ninja, right? And it's been fire. I have the flexibility to ebb and flow in my schedule as needed to protect my mental health. I have built the life of my dreams. I've been in Africa for the past 5 months, and it's been incredible. I have a schedule that I, decide, and this stuff is not rocket science. I definitely want to bridge as many women to this as I can. I'm going to be bringing some fire women on the show to talk about how they found and sustained, right, their own bomb energy. If you like to be on the show, do not be shy. Hit me up. Let me know because I'd love to have you. But man, like, it's 2021, man. We get one go around the track. You can't do it again, right? We can't get the days and the weeks and the months back. So do it on your terms. One thing I can say about the entrepreneurial journey is that not everyone understands it out of the gate, right? It was very interesting to go from having so many people cheering me on when I was, making straight A's, and then being valedictorian, and then graduating magna cum laude and going to corporate America. I mean, so many people cheering me on and seeming as if, right, they believed that I was unstoppable, right? And I saw that run out of gas in a lot of respects when I actually went out to establish my own route, right? To stand on my own 2 feet and take my own capital and bet on myself, man. But that did not deter me. It hurt at times, right? So I'm going to tell you, it's going to hurt at times, but there is nothing more liberating. There's nothing more honest than living your truth, right? And there's nothing more powerful, right, than giving other people the ability to see what they've never seen before, right? So I encourage you to keep bomb energy, to find bomb energy, man. If you need to tap into bomb energy, I am here always. But it's time, man. Let's go. Thank you for tuning in to my show. Season 1, episode 1 has been oh so special. I'm so happy that you are a part of it. And I'll see you back next week. Peace. Blaze Business Intensive is the 6-week business management course for Black women. Enroll today by going to blazebusinessintensive.com.